Oh, guys, sorry about that. My camera stopped recording again. So what I was saying is that you see, I got in contact with this one person who says they do dream interpretation, but I really don't. I don't know, guys. I don't know if they're even like they say they're a dream interpreter, but I never really trusted what they said. But I did send in a a message to ask them about these numbers because a friend of mine um, was it a friend of mine or somebody asked the question. I think it was, who was it? I forget who it was. It was either somebody on a live stream from a ministry that I was watching, or I think, no, it was somebody that I know because I was going to get back to them. So anyway, so I sent a message into this person and I said, "What do these numbers mean?" And then they said, "Well, uh, I cannot really give you a definite answer because that number has variables." So in my head, I'm like, "What? Variables? It either is this or not." So then I went to John Paul's ministry and I started looking up those numbers. Like I started looking up, I saw a video where he was talking about numbers and that number came up. And John Paul said a certain thing about what this number means. Right? So then I'm thinking to myself, my discernment was telling me that this person really does not have a true understanding of what they are saying a lot of the time. And I'm not trying to criticize them. This is what I was shown. Okay? Because I can tell when people know what they're talking about, and I can tell when people don't know what they're talking about. It's called discernment. Okay? And I already had this very strong, like I had a very strong knowing that this person did not, they're not very, look, they're just not that much of an expert in their dream interpretation. So I don't trust really anything that they were saying in any of the videos that they put out there. Like they give out words which are accurate. Like I know because I can tell that the words he's receiving are real. But but when it comes to the dream interpretation and the numbers that she says that she has like she understands about numbers, right? So but the thing is I knew that this person really was not that knowledgeable, but I asked them anyway because I didn't have anybody else to ask and they were the closest person that I knew to ask about this kind of thing. So then I asked them, like I said anyway, so then when they gave me the answer and they said that they didn't really understand because like they couldn't really give me a direct answer because that number has variables, right then I knew, no, you absolutely really do not understand about numbers at all. You might understand maybe a little bit, but to say something like that number has too many variables, that to me tells me there's still a lot more studying and learning that they need to do before they start really giving out interpretations about numbers. So I said, like I said earlier, I went directly to John Paul's ministry and I started searching for what he had to say about numbers. And so I said, like I said, I saw the one video and he went through all of the numbers and they all mean something. He never said anything about variables. He mentioned about the one number that I asked this other person, I asked that lady, and that lady who said there are variables, and John Paul did not say anything about variables from 1 to 10, because he went through numbers 1 through 10, because I mean those are the numbers, right? Those are the numbers that we're dealing with, 1 to 10. So he didn't say anything. John Paul didn't say anything about variables, and that's when I knew that this lady really did not know what she was talking about. So anyway, so guys, if you want to have an accurate dream interpretation, get connected with John Paul's ministry. He does have He left the ministry. He's still alive, guys. I normally talk about people that have gone to heaven. I talk about them in the present, but for some reason, for you people, I guess because you're used to talking to people that have passed in the past tense, that's why I'm talking like that. But anyway, I'll start talking about people that are in heaven in the present tense. So John Paul Jackson has a ministry, okay, about very accurate dream interpretation. So get connected with his ministry. He has lessons. You have to buy them. Okay, you have to buy these lessons because he has teachers. He has teachers that teach people how to interpret dreams. And this is also what helps the ministry to continue to move forward, right? So I think they said that John Paul has something like 30 years, guys. He's got 30 years of experience. So you can get no better than John Paul and those who have learned from his ministry, his teachers, the people, the ministers and the prophets in his school. You cannot get any better dream interpreters. Hold on. Yes? Nelly, I'm recording. Do you want to feed her? Well, then I'm recording. Anyway, I've got to go. So like I said, you can't get any better dream interpreter than John Paul and the people that he left in his ministry to continue his ministry on the earth, right? So that's my strongest suggestion is stick with John Paul. Stick with John Paul Jackson. He is the best of the best. I don't care what anybody says. John Paul Jackson and anybody who learned how to interpret dreams through his ministry, through his classes, you cannot get better than that. They are the best. So stick with them. Okay, what else? Okay, so I guess that's it, guys. I'm going to have some links for you, and yeah, so you do that. And also I will have the first link of my video because it's cut short on me. So I'll have that there for you. And please don't forget to subscribe. Click on my photo at the bottom screen, on the bottom right hand side of the screen, and then click on the bell because you'll be notified for every time I upload a video. Okay, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Any questions, comments, post them and I will answer you the best way that I can. My cat is meowing. I'm coming, Uma! Okay, guys. Thanks for coming by. God bless you. Ciao, ciao.